how do we know we're on the right path? I initially, when I started this process, it was brand new to me. So this is my 30th year of teaching. And this was a pedagogy that I had not really grappled with. Done versions of this. Certainly history is looking at and understanding the human condition and having the empathy for that. But really had not made it the central part of my teaching. Let me step back from that. Always thinking about the human condition in that, and having the empathy for people in history, but we weren't trying to solve problems.
Yeah.
So I went into this with, hopes, and some research in my own work, trying to make sure I had the structure in place. And when I brought it to my students, watching them engage freely with each other and with the material indicated that in that unit that I was working on in voting, we were moving in the right direction. But I didn't think I really knew until the end, when my students responded to the reflection questions about how profoundly impacted they were by this process. I remember one particular comment where a student said, we went into this, and generally in a class there's one right answer. But through this process, we realized how many different answers there actually are to solving a problem. We each came at this problem through our own experiences and our own strengths. Some of us were creative, some of us were organizers, some of us were energizers, some of us were ideas people, and some of us were just the motivators to get us going to do the work. And it really was at the end of that process where I had the chance to reflect and students had the chance to reflect, both informally and formally, that I really thought that this is something that could have a unique impact on student learning, and not only just the progress they would make as thinkers, but also just the organization of their ideas and bringing those forward as they move into the real world. So I think this is, and we've seen that this is not just something that's happening in a high school. We're actually looking at other examples of human-centered design in industry and business. My daughter is applying to Dartmouth, and you do your major, but you can create your own minor at Dartmouth if you go going through a human-centered design lens. So we keep seeing it cropping up. We keep seeing it, that it is something that we are connecting well outside of ourselves, well outside of New Trier. And I think that is indicative of the pathway to success.